on server at home or server in the office, or it's all works out of the cloud base. You don't have to have not a lot of networking and things like that, and it's one solution which is integrated with everything else. And also we can integrate that with all these other companies like Salesforce, Amazon, Facebook, Skype, MailChimp, QuickBooks, Shopify, Walmart, USPS, ShipStations, PayPal. All these companies, we have already the integrations, and we can integrate with any other company that is out there and has an open APIs. Open APIs is like open plugins that we can have and plug it in with. So any APIs out there, any company has it, we can plug it in with our system. So I'm just showing you with the website, like how our website is and what things are. So basically we are looking at you guys as a partner. So we have a special partner page, and if we go there it's at the end, bottom of the page, there's a link called partner program. So this is our partner program. So partner, we actually have 3 types of partners, basically majorly 2 types. Basically, one is our reseller program and consultant program. The other one is an app development network program. So app development network program is more of a companies, smaller companies, they want to develop app with our system and they wanted to launch it in the market areas and stuff like that. And this is the main program with which Mike and his team is working, which is providing consultancy and the solution to other companies and other software or IT consultants, accountants, or anybody else that needs a system. So I'm gonna go and sign in the system quickly, and starts from there. So if I am, let's say, if I'm starting up, I will be going to, let me just go quickly log off here. So this will be the page that I'm gonna land at. So if I am going to go to ERP.Gold, and from the ERP.Gold page, if I am clicking here to log in, it will land me on that page that we were looking at before. This is the page. We'll put up your username, password, and hit login, and it will bring us to the main screen. So this is the main screen. That's how it's look like. On the left side, all the menus are home, dashboard, marketing, media center, project management, all lead generation, everything that we just looked at it from the previous on the home from the website. This is all the menus are. These are all the shortcuts that you can go to any of that directly. Besides navigating through the menu, you can just jump on the shortcut. If you have to make an invoice, if you just click on that and you'll go there. Dashboard is basically a lot of graphs that basically tells you how you are doing overall as a company, and you can drag and drop these graphs into the dashboard, and you can just say click I don't want it, and it will readjust itself, and that graph will go away. And you can also tell us that what kind of graph you want to look at or dashboard you want to make it, and we can make it for you. We can make special reports and graphs for you as well and add it into this. So all our clients, the majority of the thing that we have and the way we're getting customer is because we are customizing it based on your needs. So QuickBooks is there. It's a system that you can take it, buy it, use it. Beautiful system, no problem, but there is not too much customization available, or if it does, it's very, very expensive. Same thing if you're going to bigger systems like as I said, a NetSuite or a Microsoft Dynamics or AX or Oracle system or a SAP, whatever, their customization is very expensive either. So here what we have is we're offering small business system that works according to their needs, and we customize it according to them. Like so it's not like one fit all. It is like we customize it based on your needs. First of all, we're going to go with the marketing and media center. So in the marketing, we have if you have used Constant Content, MailChimp, it is just like that. So Constant Content or MailChimp, or any other email marketing software, is just like that. First thing is you create an email listings. So it's an email listing. So you can have a new listing. You can make a new listing. Here you can a plus email list. So if you click on that, it will ask you to create a name, and you will be able to add a new name, and then you can add a new listing in there. and add the members in it. So if I have to create a new list, I'll say new list for Mike very quickly, and I say yes, and it will create a new list for Mike, and I have to add the members in it. I click on it, say member list, and it will open up a new screen that will allow me to add the members. So I can add members. Number one, I can upload it from one by one. I can upload it through the Excel sheet, and I can upload it from the system. If you guys can see my my arrow right here. So these are the three options that we can do it. So let's do it from upload it from the system. So when do it upload it from the system, from here, upload it from the system is like it will be up. Let us allow us to upload it from the system. Now in the system we have a CRM, we have what you call it, vendor screen, customer, CRM, vendor, all these things. So any of these three we can select, and from there we can upload more systems. So in the CRM we can select in the CRM piece from here, and we have it like going from this side. We can see that here we have all the email lists. So if I wanted to add this email, for example, Metro PCS, this guy, if I wanted to add it in that list, I'll say process. So I'll just process it, and this has got listed. So this is like, I can add from my system any of that. If it's coming in from my CRM piece, from my customer piece, from my anywhere, these are all my customers. So if these are my new customers, I take all my customers and I say process. So all these customers got added into this email list already. So the one record was already existing, then I added the 4 more in there. Now I can have our customers and CRMs added into one list, and it could be 10,000, 20,000. I can show you, for example, very quickly here, I'll take it and I'll show you one of my other accounts that I have, and I've been using it for very quickly. Here's my email listings. So you can see my email listings. I have 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 2,000, 4,000 machinery and equipment, all that. So all different, and we are actually sending emails on them, a lot of them. So I'm gonna show you like how those campaigns looks like. So there are templates. You can design your own templates, and or you can buy some templates from online, and you can add it into that. So I have all these templates made up, and I can just pick and choose any template and start making it up, sending out emails. For example, this one was a partnership template that says ERP Gold partnership program, Anyway, so here we're going to go and we're going to look at some of the campaigns. So these are the campaigns we have been sending out. I have been actually working on this and see that. So for example, wholesale members list. So welcome member list, wholesale member list, like say business system that works the way you want it to do things, wholesale companies, and view results. So this thing actually went out to let's say, come on, it's probably a big list, so it's taking a little bit. Okay, only 297 people, 17 open, 0 click, this and that. So here we can get a list of people, those who opened it, and then we can also do a retargeting on them. So these are the people who opened it. This is their name and their address, and from where they have opened it, and you can see them in more details as well. So if I'm gonna go back and I wanted to retarget the same people, I can also say set up a follow-up. So by setting up a follow-up, what's gonna do, it's gonna set up a retarget. Means like if I wanted to retarget the people who open up my email, I say retarget the opens only, and I say wait for 2 days, and I hit air day, and same template, or I can also choose a different template from my listings of templates that I wanted to use it, for example. But if I say the same, means like the same email will go again after 2 days for the people who has opened from that list only. And I hit save, and this is like at least one record should be added. What's missing? Oh, add. Okay, so this is so this list is going to get targeted again automatically, and I can make more retargets, and I can make more retargets, and I can make more retargets. I can make it up for the whole month. I can just not doing anything, and then I can retarget more and more people with different templates. So every time somebody opens, and after 2 days he gets a different message, and then he gets a different message, and then he gets a different message, and you can keep following him up until he calls you and says either buys from you or says no thank you, please take me out of the list, and he can unsubscribe from you too as well. So this is something like it's very 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 good, and it's very effective. We're getting a lot of traction because of this functionality that we have. Now, the same thing, we're looking at it, for example, we're looking at the results of this welcome member list, whatever was it. If I wanted to take the same same message, if first of all, if I wanted to see the message, so this was the message probably I just sent out on that. And this was like a welcome message. And also here's the thing, like, so I say hello first for person first name, this and that, which means like whatever the name is gonna be in the list on my email listing, that name is gonna pop up there automatically, and it's look like to the person. It's a very personal message. Anyway, so from here, if I wanted to send it out the same message, like this message, or if I have designed a campaign, whatever, send it out to the same thing on the social media, I just click here and it will show up on my social media. It will open up my Facebook and my LinkedIn, and I can share it from here to my Facebook and LinkedIn right here. If I say share, the same thing, it's gonna get posted on my Facebook page and the LinkedIn page, the same thing. So I don't have to duplicate the efforts and all that stuff. All right, so I'm not posting this right now, so I'm not gonna go into it now. If you have any questions so far, so I'm just wrapping up on the first thing. This is a very long, very big system, so I'm going very quickly. If you have any question, you can just interrupt me and ask me that in between that. I'm gonna just keep going very, very quickly. Local networking is basically what's going on in and around you. So you wanted to go and participate. For example, this is like the events going on around us, and if we wanted to go and check it out and some of the events and be a part of the networking piece, as a small business owner, it's a good opportunity to do that. Social media, we already talked about. Postcard campaigns is not active yet, but we are making towards that, and also we're making towards the SMS campaign, which means like you can send out the SMSs to the mobile numbers that you have. So the next thing is I'm gonna go and touch base on very quickly is the CRM piece. CRM is a lead generation part. Like you create a lead and then you add that lead into a system so you can follow up on that. And this is a system where you can go and add a lead and you can add notes on that. From here, for example, I have all these leads into the system, and I have make a notes on these leads. For example, this one, we are meeting tomorrow, this and that. So I click on this and I add notes on this, and also I have been exchanging email with that person. Those emails is gonna show up here, so all that correspondence is in one place. So whenever I can add a note just like I did with you guys as well, when I add a note, I can add a meeting invite to you guys or anybody else. Like I wanted to invite, I can just put an email address here, and the invite goes to you, and you can mark it down to your calendar, and it's gonna mark down to your calendar as well, and my calendar as well. And you can set up a reminder kind of thing. Same thing with the lead details. We have a lead that is like we can change the status on. So this was lead is open, this is a qualified now, this is a lead source was like from the exhibition, and I save it. So what happens when I'm looking at my funnel, I know most of you guys understand the funnel. So if I'm looking at my funnel, I can see how many leads has been open, how many leads has been like closed, how many leads has been in different stages. So lead assigned, leads by status, like this, leads into how many days, and I can check more on the graphs, and leads by source. So this is a demo company that I'm showing it to. This is not a real data, this is not a real leads that we've been following up on. And so, but this is how it shows up. Like more you have you're gonna have more prospects, you're gonna have less leads, less pitch, less and less and less, and at the end you're gonna have just the closers, that you can have it. So this is that we also have a contact manager that is a very, very simple, just like you can add any of your contacts in here, and then you can call them in when you are creating a lead. So anybody has any question on the lead side, that how we follow up on the leads? So I can move forward with that.
I have a question. This is Mark. Can you automatically transfer that lead into a customer account?
Yes, sir. Yep, absolutely. So this is a lead, and you have been talking to the lead for 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and now finally this lead is ready to give you an order. You just go here and say convert to a customer. When you say convert to a customer, this will become your customer, and it will show up in your system in the sales side. So it will take all its data and it will just go there and create it as a lead. Smart lead is a thing that we are working on, and what it does is based on who you are talking to and who are your good customers or type of customers that are converting. For example, you are focusing more on cell phone industry, and you also have some mix and match customers, some wholesale, some retail, some maybe, but the systems looks at and sees which are the most companies that are converting and what their industry is, and based on that the system brings you more leads automatically from the cloud. So all these more companies are coming in from the cloud, and you can see that its system is giving you, hey, these are also the options or the companies that you should call and contact because they are matching the criteria of who your existing leads are, and then they are converting the customer. Let's just say right now I converted a company, this company, into a customer. So when I convert this company into a customer, system learns that this was a company, it was a cell phone company, and it become from lead to a customer. And then in a smart lead, it marks it down, it creates a profile, and based on that profile it goes and from the big data and brings in more customers like that for you to go and call it and follow up, or send your information to, things like this. Any questions? In the customer center is where everything happens. This is all the customers. You can create a new customer by going to the create customer. We can do the coding ourselves, or you can have the automatic code, customer name, this and that, everything. Just like any other accounting system or ERP system out there, you will set up a opening balance. If you don't know, don't worry about it. Payment terms and methods and all that stuff, just like any other system. And then you hit here, create or continue, or create, and it will create a new customer. So this window here tells us all the customers, their balances. You see their balances here, their customer name. You can search right from here. And for example, if you have selected a customer, this is a customer I selected, global opportunities. I'm gonna go and check it out, their transactions. So I will go and click on here in the transactions. I can see if we have made any estimates, orders, or invoices with this customer. All those is gonna show here. If I say invoices, I click on that, it shows me all these invoices that we made for this customer. And then if we have received any payments, it will show up returns and anything else that it's gonna show up. It's the debit or credit note we made for this customer is showing up here. We have the aging summary of that when he has not paid and all that. Sales item history, that what items he has been buying from us, and sales graph. So all this is about the customer. A quick snap of all those things that you need to. Then you have to see. You wanted to see about an invoice. So for example, if I go to Sprint and I see transaction, I see invoices, I have this invoice made for the Sprint. I click on edit, and this is gonna open up the invoice. This is an invoice, look like it's the customer name, ship to address, date, transaction number, billing address, shipping address, everything just the standard. Item number, item name. You can make a description, you can change the description, quantity, price, amount. and you can also delete right from here, and add more. You can add another line item, and then you can save, and print. So if I print that, it will show up just like in a print format, which I can email also right from that screen or download it from that screen. So this is like a very generic sample of an invoice, and I can download it right from here as well. And also if I wanted to email, I can send an email from here to the customer that I wanted to send it. Like his email address is already here, but I can change it to and send up a small note and just send the invoice right from the system. So this is about the invoice. If you have any question, let me know. And then we have sales transactions. We can have search the transactions right from the system. We can import customers, search sales transactions. Only the sales transactions, if you need to search, we can search it from here. Reports. So these are the reports, aging report. What customers owes for how long. Aging summary, open invoices, has not paid you, and this is the time frame that you can set it up. How long has not, I mean, a time frame that you wanted to see, like when the customer's details you want for the open invoices for. Customer statements, sales report. You want it, if you have multiple salespeople, you want to see a sales report for, you can select a time date again, like you want to see it from first to that, and you print report. If there is any transactions, will show up. Says there is no transactions right now for this salesperson, so there's nothing is showing up. Daily collection report, if there is anything, and all these reports are customizable. Plus also we can add more reports based on what you want and how you wanted it. We can always make more and more reports in there. Setup, so the customer types, you can add more categories, you can payment methods, sales representatives, all these things are customizable. You can add more. If I wanted to add more payment terms, we can I can add more. We have net 0, net 15, net 30, COD, or you can add cash and cash in advance, stuff like that. You can always do that. Also, the system can be integrated with the PayPal, and you can run the credit cards right there and charge them, charge your customers. E-commerce. So e-commerce is basically we have set up channels. We can integrate with eBay, Amazon, Walmart, Shopify, and all these. And there's a lot more coming in very soon as well. So we can integrate with any of these, and in the inventory get synced in with all of them at the same time. So if you sell from any of the channels, the inventory is going to get updated automatically. So you have one place where the inventory is going to get being updated. And I'm going to go quickly on that. For the inventory side is the advanced inventory. Advanced inventory, we have an item master. In the item master, we have all the inventory items that we have created. First we create the categories, but then after that we go and create the items. In the item master, we can add a new item right from here. If you click on this, it will add a new item in the screen, and here's the item categories, packaging, this and that. You can put in the average selling cost, item types, sales, TRX numbers, expense. This is the accounting part of the inventory item. Then here we have name, type, average pricing, on hand, allocated quantity, on purchase order quantity, on production quantity. So all these different kind of quantities are coming down here that you can see. And here you can see the history of that item. There's nothing on this item, basically it's 0. Let me see if I have an item. This one has 2200, actually 2300 pieces. So if I see, here's some adjustments on the item. This item was sold in this invoice. This is the invoice number. This item was received in the receipt number, the purchase history, inventory, this and that. So complete history of that item. For tracking purpose, you can see that location. Where is this item? If you are in your inventory, in your warehouse, these are the locations. Like again, all these are, you can set upable. You can set it up. All the locations you can set up, default, finished production, inspected goods, and all that stuff. And then you can also create the barcodes for those items that can go on the packaging slip. or the picking slip, or the MasterCard in this box, wherever you can pick different sizes, and then hit print, and it will print the labels for you. So this is the inventory part. You can search any inventory, you can type in and you can search that. Again, this is also a very generic thing. People have different ways to do the inventory search, sort their inventory, organize their inventory, and we work with them all, and we have ways to customize it according to their needs. For example, right now this is we have 11, this is item PHO 0010 Nokia 3310 inventory part, and we have on purchase order. So if I click on this on 1100 pieces, it says on purchase on hand. What it will do, it will open up and show me the PO numbers. So I have the PO numbers on these two POs. I have 1100 pieces on purchase order that's coming in, and that's gonna be on their way. And if I wanted to get more details, I hit edit, and it will get me the more details of the PO. So this is the PO. It's coming in from Tri Products, this and this, add the address, and this is the amount, how much we paid it for, and stuff like that. So this is Item Master, if you have any question, let me know about that. Then we have the adjust quantities, so we can also adjust quantities manually. If there is an item that you want to decrease or increase, you can do that as well. Normally in the bigger ERP systems, you can't do that. You have to go through the vouchers, you have to do through the memos. You can't just manually increase or decrease the quantities. But this is a system for medium to small businesses or small to medium businesses, so they mostly require that. But if you required, we can restrict that as well. Site transfers means like you transfer the inventory between one location to another location, even either it's in the same warehouse, or if it's multiple warehouses, it's the site transfer, you do that. We also have the batch coming up now, so you can have the batch transfer inventories, and you can have the batch numbers in there as well. That is, and then we have the reports, inventory valuation, gross profit by item, and all that inventory reports are there. But whatever the inventory reports you needed particularly, you can always request and tell us, and we can always make that inventory report for you. Did I miss anything? Account, yes. And then it's the accounting. Accounting is the any questions so far?
No question, Harun. Everything's going great.
Okay. So accounting is basically just like a standard accounting. We have journal entries, we have reconcile, a bank deposit. I will show you the chart of accounts. Chart of accounts is the major thing where you have mostly chart of accounts. Yes. So in the chart of accounts, let's see here. So these are the bank account, like this is a checking account, saving account, cash on hands. It's just like standard chart of accounts, like any other accounting system that you see out there, and it works the same way as well. You wanted to see a register, these are all registers, then these are expense accounts, asset accounts, and all that distributed among them. So if you click on
Are these automatically getting feed
no
from the bank account,
no
or is this
no it's not getting anything automatically from the bank. We don't have that system.
Okay.
And this is based on the company's requirement. The small to medium-sized companies, 90% of them they reconcile their statements manually, and they enter their expenses and record their expenses manually. The very small companies and startups, they normally use the automatic bank feed at this point. So far, out of over 200 customers, no one requested it as automatic ones. But if we have enough demand, we can do that as well. It's this is on the requirement, the project is, but it's on the pipeline, but it's not on the priority. So which means like we should have enough people asking for it, then we can probably make it. All right, the next thing is like the chart of account, write checks. You can make and write checks exactly, and there's a lot of things like, it's exactly the same accounting system that you probably use, and there are a lot of similarities in the functionalities as well. All right. So we have reports, trial balance, balance sheet statement, balance sheet standard, profit and loss and account statement. So these are just the standard statements that you need, and you're probably gonna see through your what do you call it? Accounting system. The good thing is, like, this system has everything from marketing to lead generation, CRM, client relationship management, POS, e-commerce, sales, inventory, and accounting all in one place. So if you are a small to medium kind of a company that is running a show, that's all you need, because you don't have to jump around in between 10 different systems or 5 different systems. You can just do all your things from one system.